Hello everyone, and welcome to this video about the Single Responsibility Principle, also known as SRP. SRP is one of the 5 solid principles of object-oriented programming, and it's an important concept to understand if you want to write maintainable and scalable code. In this video, we'll be discussing what SRP is, why it's important, and how you can apply it to your code. What is the Single Responsibility Principle? The Single Responsibility Principle states that a class should have only one reason to change. In other words, a class should have only one responsibility or job to do. This means that a class should be focused on doing one thing and doing it well, rather than being responsible for multiple tasks. There are several reasons why SRP is important. Firstly, it helps to improve the maintainability of your code. When a class has only one responsibility, it's easier to understand and modify. Secondly, it helps to improve the testability of your code. When a class has only one responsibility, it's easier to write unit tests for it. Finally, it helps to improve the scalability of your code. When a class has only one responsibility, it can be reused in different parts of your codebase, making it easier to maintain and extend. There are several ways you can apply SRP to your code. Firstly, you can split a class into smaller, more focused classes, each with their own responsibility. This is called refactoring. Secondly, you can use interfaces to define specific responsibilities for a class. This allows you to create more flexible and scalable code. Finally, you can use design patterns, such as the adapter pattern or the strategy pattern, to separate different responsibilities and make your code more modular. Look at an example. This class violates SRP because it has 3 responsibilities. Checking the username is exist in database, saving the user to the database, and sending an email. Let's refactor this code to adhere to SRP. In this refactored code, we have separated the responsibilities of checking the username and database, saving a user to the database and sending an email to the user, into 2 separate classes and 1 method. This makes the code more modular and easier to maintain. First, we check the existence of the user in the database with the username. We can define a method for this and replace this with the old one. Now, in order to add and save the user in the database, we can define a repository class and use the repository class instead of using the context directly. With this, another responsibility of the user service class is reduced. Then, for sending emails, we create a separate class whose task is only to send emails and does nothing else. We instantiate SMTP client in the constructor class and place it with the previous state. So that's the Single Responsibility Principle. Remember, when you write code, always aim for classes that have only one reason to change. This will help you to write maintainable, testable, and scalable code. Thanks for watching, and I hope this video has been helpful for you.